Hey everyone, my name is Joan and welcome to my channel. Now we talk a lot about minimalism and decluttering our spaces, but with a busy world like ours and just being bombarded with so much information every single day, today I want to talk about how to declutter your mind. One of the things that I think is really important when it comes to having a clear mind and a peaceful mind is not having any screen time the first hour of your day and the last hour of your day. Especially the first hour of your day, I think it's really important to start off your day without any distractions. You don't want to wake up, grab your phone, and look at social media or read the news or see what else is going on out there, because right away you're setting off your day with so many distractions, which is so many things on your mind, and who knows how those things will make you feel the rest of the day. So it's really important to be mindful of what you expose yourself to the first hour of your day. Instead, your first hour of your day, you get ready for whatever it is you have going on, get ready for work, maybe go to the gym, or maybe you're making yourself a nice breakfast, do some journaling, meditate, whatever it is that you have to do in the morning. Be present with your first hour of your day. Don't look at your phone. Don't watch TV. Don't look at your laptop. And especially the last hour of your day, you don't want to go to bed looking at your screen, and then next thing you know, you have so much on your mind is racing because of whatever you just saw on your phone. Then you have a hard time going to sleep. And then when you do fall asleep, you might not even sleep well. So I highly suggest not exposing yourself to any screen time the first hour of your day and the last hour of your day. One of the things that I've been doing for many years now is not having my phone in the bedroom. I keep my phone charging in my office, which is on the other side of my apartment, and I just don't have easy access to my phone. That way, I'm not looking at my phone in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, and I'm not waking up looking at my phone right away first thing in the morning. I know we can argue that we use our phones as our clock and we use it as an alarm to wake up in the morning, but what I do is I use a clock. This is my alarm clock. It's very loud, it's very obnoxious, and it wakes me up when I need to. I don't think we need to use our phone for everything. I just don't want to have my phone at my bedside before going to bed. I don't want it to possibly distract me. I don't want it to possibly keep me up. And also looking at the screen at night, it really hurts my eyes. So I highly recommend trying to not have your phone in your bedroom. Trust me, you will be fine without your phone. Unless you work a job where you're on call and you have to wake up in the middle of the night to go do something, I think most of us can do without a phone by our bedside. And with that said, one of the things I just don't do is watch the news. I know it's important to be aware of what's going on in the world, but at the end of the day, whatever's happening on the other side of the world or the other side of the country, I can't do anything about it. For the most part, it doesn't even affect me directly. And if it would, I'm sure I'll hear about it some way, somehow. So I'd rather not spend my time looking at the news, reading the news, stressing myself out, worrying myself about something I can't do anything about. I think it's just important to just focus on what's immediately around us, things that we actually have control over, rather than cluttering our minds about something that we can't do anything about. The next thing that I find really helpful, especially before going to bed, is to write all my to-dos for the next day before going to bed. When you write your to-do list for the next day before going to bed, you're gonna go to bed with peace of mind, with more clarity, with a clear mind, and you'll actually have a better night's sleep when you do that, because there have been so many nights that I've forgotten to write my to-do list. I lay there in bed for an hour or so thinking about, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? I need to remember to do this tomorrow. And I would just lay there thinking about all these things because I didn't write them down. I mean, yes, I could have gotten up and wrote it down, but a lot of times I'm just trying to go to sleep and I just don't want to get up and write it down. So you don't want to spend your night stressing out about what you have to do the next day. So to keep your mind clear, to declutter your mind before bed, just write down your to-dos. It takes a few minutes and you will thank yourself when you have a restful night's sleep that you wrote down your to-do list before going to bed. The next thing that we can do when we have a lot on our mind and our mind is racing is to just distract ourselves with a physical activity. This could be just decluttering our space, tidying up, cleaning up, or going for a run, going for a workout. Just doing something physical takes you out of your mind and focusing on your body or focusing on the task at hand. For me, whenever I have a lot on my mind and I'm stressed out and I'm feeling frustrated, I like to clean. I like to tidy up. I like to fold my clothes. I like to vacuum. I like to look for things to declutter. It clears my mind. It moves that stressed or frustrated energy out of my body. If you can't clear your mind, distract yourself with a physical activity. The next thing that I think is really worth looking into is to declutter your social media or just delete your social media altogether. I actually deleted Facebook and Facebook Messenger from my phone a long time ago. I think it's been about 4 years now. I haven't had those apps on my phone because I think Facebook is probably one of the most chaotic, most distracting places on social media. People just share so much drama and there's just so much stuff going on, long paragraphs about whatever, and it's just so distracting. It causes so much distress. And I know I wasted so much time on Facebook years ago, so I just deleted that altogether. Now I am still on Instagram because I like Instagram. I think it's fun, but I actually decluttered how many people or pages I follow. It always shocks me how many pages or people follow. I know people that follow almost 8,000. I think there's a limit, like you can't follow more than 8,000, but it's like, who follows that many pages on Instagram? It's pretty wild, and I can't imagine how distracted they are, how cluttered their minds are. I've been decluttering my Instagram like religiously. I'm trying to keep it at about 160 at most. I think that's just how much I can handle as far as like what I see. And anytime I find like a content creator or some page that I follow is just not adding value to me anymore, I just unfollow them altogether. So I try my best to limit how many pages I follow because again, I just don't want to spend my time being distracted on what's going on in other people's lives or just whatever dramas I just don't want to see. If it's not inspiring, if it's not motivational for me, I unfollow on Instagram. But definitely worth looking into is to just decluttering your social media or just deleting social media altogether. Oh, and also I forgot to note Twitter. Twitter I actually don't really use anymore. I deleted the app many years ago. I don't even log into Twitter. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I think it's X now. That's how long it's been since I've last logged in. So Twitter I really don't care about. Another thing that I find really helpful when I am lost in my thoughts, lost in my mind, is to just talk about it or write it down. A lot of times our thoughts are just stuck and we just have a hard time clearing our minds. So when we talk about it, we're letting it out, we're expressing it. So talk about it with somebody else, or you can even talk about it with yourself. Just talk about it out loud. When you're going for a drive or in the shower, just let it out. And a lot of times we feel better because we have expressed these thoughts that are stuck in our mind. Or if you don't want to talk about it, write it down. Write it down in your journal, in a diary, or just write it down on a piece of paper. Because again, a lot of times we are just stuck in our thoughts because we are not expressing it. The next thing that we need to do to declutter our minds is to just mind our own business. A lot of times we do think about what other people are doing, what other people are saying. We think about what they think of us, whatever their opinion is. When we mind our own business, we're not cluttering our minds with other people's business. I think we tend to get caught up in other people's lives that we forget to focus on ourselves. So when we mind our own business, we focus on ourselves. We focus on what we want to do, what's important to us, how we want to live our lives. So minding your own business will just naturally declutter your mind of other people's problems, other people's dramas, other people's business. So the next thing that helps me declutter my mind is to just focus on what's in front of me. I focus on what I have to do right at that second, what I have to deal with at that very moment, and just being intensely present. Let's say I just left work and I'm driving home and my mind is just cluttered about how stressful the day was and all the things that I had to do and I had to deal with and all the people I had to interact with. And driving home, my mind is cluttered. If I want to clear my mind, I focus on driving. I focus on the road. I focus on the cars that are passing by. I focus on my speed. I'm just intensely present with my driving. When I do that, all of a sudden, all the thoughts and worries and stresses about what just happened at work suddenly goes away because I'm focusing on what's right in front of me. So whenever your mind is just lost in your thoughts, focus on what's in front of you. Be intensely present, intensely focus on what's happening around you. Even when you're just at home, just focus on what's around you. Look at your coffee table, look at your bookshelf, feel the AC blowing on your skin. I know it sounds really silly, but it's just a way that I've found really helpful to focus my mind on something else. Just focus on the little things that are surrounding you, the sounds, the smells, the feelings. Again, what we're doing is just focusing on our immediate surroundings, just being intensely present, and just doing that will help you clear your mind, even if it's just for a moment. The last thing I want to share is actually just a tool that I use when I'm having a hard time focusing or having a hard time clearing my mind. I listen to binaural beats or meditation music, and you can pull all this up on YouTube. There's different kinds of themes that you can listen to, but when I listen to meditation music or binaural beats when I'm trying to work or when I'm cleaning or when I'm just trying to take a moment to just clear my mind, the binaural beats, meditation music, for some reason clears my mind. It's pretty amazing. So I'm actually gonna link the ones that I like to use when I'm trying to focus on work or when I'm just trying to clear my mind. So definitely check it out. Binaural beats, meditation music will definitely help you clear your mind. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I would love to hear in the comments below if you have any thoughts and ideas of what you do to declutter your mind and clear your thoughts. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.